Okay, on behalf of the Effingham County Board, I'm going to call the October regular county board meeting to order. We are going to rise for, I'm sorry, Madam Clerk, let's do a roll call real quick.
Norbert Saltweedl. Present. Josh Douthit.
Here.
Tim Ellis.
Here.
Dave Campbell.
Here.
Chris Keller.
Here.
Mike Buzzard.
Here.
Doug McCain.
Here.
Sandy Rich.
Here.
Jeremy Daters.
Here.
All right, roll call indicates quorum is present. We'll rise for the pledge, remain standing for a prayer, and we will have a moment of silence, and I will announce that when we get to that point. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity to gather and serve the people of Effingham County. Grant us wisdom, unity, and clarity as we discuss and make decisions. Guide our hearts and minds to work for the common good, and may our actions reflect integrity and respect for all. Bless our community and all those we represent. It's in His name we pray. Amen. And I'd ask you just to remain standing. We're going to take a moment of silence to recognize the passing of Tony Seamer. Tony was the Effingham County Airport on the Airport Commission, served for over 50 years, and was most recently the chairman of that commission. So I would just ask to take a moment of silence to remember Tony Seamer for his dedication to not only the Airport Commission, but also all the service he gave to Effingham County in each role that he played. I know he contributed to many different organizations. So we'll just take a moment of silence to remember Tony Seamer and his passing. Thank you for that. Okay, for those in the audience, there is an agenda over on the table. If you've secured one and have any items that you want to be recognized to speak on, please indicate now. I didn't see anybody that put their name down. If there was a late entry, then I'll just indicate that now. I'll allow you to speak on those before we present the consent agenda excuse me, for approval. Okay, seeing none, we will move on to item number 3, which is the consent agenda. We will approve minutes, accept officers' monthly reports, approval of the bills. From the Health and Insurance Committee, approval of $18,000 disbursement in opioid funding to the Health Department Family Resource Center. From legislative personnel, we have a proclamation to support our local Chamber of Commerce. Approval of a resolution for an advisory referendum to voters regarding federal scholarship tax credit pending our legal review. I have not gotten any feedback from the state's attorney that that is not proper, so at this point, we will move forward with approving that. Approve a resolution for the state's attorney appellate prosecutor. Road and Bridge Committee, approval of bridge aid petition for West Township. Approval of an intergovernmental agreement between the County of Effingham and Village of Teutopolis regarding maintenance of Green Street, a portion of County Highway 19. From Building and Grounds, approval use of historic courtyard for City of Effingham's Light Up the Lawn for the holiday season. Also approval of $13,100 disbursement in contingency funds for emergency roof repairs on our historic courthouse. From Transportation, approve access restriction to transportation schedule for Shelby County PCOM to only Shelby County related data. From Tax and Finance, approve a stipend up to $1,000 monthly for premiums for county employees enrolled in our county group health coverage programs, and a one-time stipend of $1,700 to the health savings accounts for those enrolled employees. Approve our Christmas luncheon with a $25 gift certificate for our county employees, and we are approving the proposed fiscal year 26 budget for layover. The Ambulance Oversight Committee is an approval of 12-month ambulance provider contract extension, and we do not have anything from public safety or reports. Considering the consent agenda as presented, are there any items the board wants to pull for discussion?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to pull I-2.
Okay, board member Sandra Rich is pulling I-2, which is Christmas luncheon and $25 gift certificates for county employees. We'll move that to extracted consent agenda items, Roman numeral 4A. Any other items? Okay, hearing none, I will entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented with that item being removed.
So moved.
I have a motion from Jeremy Daters. Do I have a second? Okay, second from Tim Ellis. Any final discussion? Hearing none, Madam Clerk, roll call vote.
Dave Campbell,
Yes.
Chris Keller,
Yes.
Mike Buzzard,
Yes.
Doug McCain,
Yes.
Sandy Rich,
Yes.
Jeremy Daters.
Yes.
Norbert Saltweedl. Tim Ellis.
Yes.
Okay, that motion carries. We will move on to Roman numeral number 4. Item 2 was pulled. That is for the Christmas luncheon, a $25 gift certificate. Chair recognizes Sandy Rich.
I just want to make sure that the wording's correct in it, that it goes to all full-time and all part-time county employees, and that it does exclude the board this year, the county board.
Okay,
Excludes the county board.
I know that was mentioned, but it may not be in the action. What's it say in the action itself? Do we have it over there, Madam Clerk?
It doesn't say in the action.
Okay, so we would, I would entertain a motion to modify, if you want to say that again exactly, so the clerk can write it down.
Okay. To approve the Christmas luncheon along with $25 gift certificates for all full-time and all part-time county employees, excluding the Effingham County Board, per department head recommendation received by the board on or before December 1st of '25.
Okay. I have a detailed motion from Sandra Rich. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second from Jeremy Daters. Any further discussion? I guess we are spending money, so let's have a roll call vote, please.
Chris Keller,
Yes.
Mike Buzzard,
Yes.
Doug McCain,
Yes.
Sandy Rich.
Yes.
Jeremy Daters.
Yes.
Norbert Saltweedl. Tim Ellis.
Yes.
Dave Campbell.
Yes.
Okay, that motion is approved as presented. So basically, I'll ask all, department heads and elected officials to send us that list by December 1st of who they deem are their full-time and part-time employees that are eligible for that gift certificate. Does that sound right, Sandy? Perfect, thank you. And that's good that we nailed that down. So we did not have any other items that were removed, so we'll move on to item number 5, which is an approval of elevator or elevators and the repair of those without committee recommendation. This was briefly discussed at Building and Grounds, but we did not have a consensus to send to the full board, so we will now entertain that now. I know there's a few, 5A and 5B, if the board wants to look at their electronic packet, has a couple ideas or quotes, but can I turn the floor over to Travis or Sheriff and just maybe give us your ideas, and then we'll move forward.
I should have provided you with 2 quotes in reference to the door openers on the elevators. Our Otis elevators in the courts building, one of them is down. It is because the glide door operator, which opens and closes the doors, is broken. Of course, it's obsolete, no longer available. They are very expensive. We started out at $35,000 to repair that elevator. We're at $30,000. I have a quote here for $30,900. $96 to repair that elevator. The Otis does say that when one goes bad, maybe it's an indication that the rest will be going bad. So they also quoted us a price to replace all the door openers over there for the Otis elevators, and that is $122,996. It is a little cheaper because they can bid it cheaper when they have more work, to do and travel here. It's not, you can't compare it directly with the price, the $30,000 price, because our prisoner elevators have doors on each side that both have to have openers. So what I would recommend, the other ones, of course, are operating, they're not broken. Some of the elevators don't get used as much as the front elevator. I really think that I would suggest fixing the one elevator that's broken, get it back in service, not fix the other ones till we have to. It's not a safety issue, and there are two public elevators up front, so if we do have to repair the other one sometime in the future, we'll still be able to operate without any really delays or too many holdups. So that's what I would suggest. I would suggest taking and signing the first repair order, which is for $30,996.
Thank you, Sheriff. Any board members want to give any kind of a motion on the information provided by Sheriff?
Mr. Chairman, I would move that we authorize the expense of $30,996 for the repair of the one door that's not operating.
Okay, I have a motion from Norbert Saltweedl. Do I have a second? Second from Doug McCain. Any further discussion?
Where will that come from?
So at Building and Grounds, we obviously, we're targeting the contingency. This is an unknown cost, and we have 84,000 and some change in that. Sorry, I should have clarified that. So I'm assuming tracking on that discussion, that's where you want it to come out of?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll modify that at the end to add out of contingency fund. You good with that, Doug? Okay, so I have a motion and a second to take that out of contingency. Is there any further discussion? Okay, hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Doug McCain,
Yes.
Sandy Rich,
Yes.
Jeremy Daters.
Yes.
Norbert Saltweedl,
Yes.
Tim Ellis.
Yes.
Dave Campbell.
Yes.
Chris Keller.
Yes.
Mike Buzzard.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. So we'll get that one fixed there, Sheriff. We appreciate your work on that. All right, moving on to item number 6, approval of $2,530 distribution and capital improvement funding to EHC structures for health department updates. That's coming without recommendation. That item was preliminarily approved to be used out of the $50,000 we allocated towards building improvements and grounds improvements for the health department at the beginning of the year. However, when we take it out of that fund, we have to actually take another action to do that. So that's what that's for. That work has been done and completed and was under what they originally thought was going to be around $4,000, so it was a little cheaper. So we were good. That was good to get that bid in and get that completed. So I'll entertain a motion to approve to pay that bill. Okay, I have a motion from Doug McCain. Do I have a second?
Second.
A second from Jeremy Daters. Any discussion? Okay, Madam Clerk, roll call vote.
Sandy Rich,
Yes.
Jeremy Daters.
Yes.
Norbert Saltweedl,
Yes.
Tim Ellis.
Yes.
Dave Campbell.
Yes.
Chris Keller.
Yes.
Mike Buzzard.
Yes.
Doug McCain.
Yes.
Okay, that motion carries. Moving right along, we are at elected official reports. Madam Clerk.
I just want to give a reminder that next Monday, October 27th, is the first day for filing period for candidates for established political parties for the upcoming March primary. We'll be accepting filings for county clerk, treasurer, assessor, sheriff, and county board districts A, B, E, and H, and precinct committee persons. The last day is November 3rd. Come see me.
All right, perfect. If you're interested in getting involved, go get your petition. You still have a little time to get your signatures. All right, Sheriff, Chief Deputy. All right, State's Attorney Aaron Jones. Okay, I have a proxy for Tammy today. Do you guys have anything? All right, perfect. Treasurer Deb Ruhal, who's been busy.
We've been busy. We had our first distribution of the taxes on October 1st. We distributed over 48 million to all the taxing districts. Last due date for the second installment was on Friday. We are still collecting, still yet today, so getting our numbers in. Our second distribution will take place within 30 days after the due date, so on or before November 17th. So that's all I have.
Okay, wonderful. Supervisor of Assessments, Pam Brown.
I can second everything that Deb says. It's certainly been a busy 2024. We're getting ready to close, hopefully, our 2024 year and start in our 2025. We have several appeals. This was a pretty big year for us here, so we're moving forward and everything's going well, and I hope to get some good education out there for the public this year.
Right, thanks. Appreciate all you do. Quarter, Kim Rhodes, how's everything going for you at your new location so far? So far, so good?
So good, the cooler came in, they were getting it set up, so we did have one issue with the door. Supposed to be a 36-inch door, but when you open it, it's 32, so we're gonna get a bigger door for the cooler, because it's not gonna work at 32 inches. It's just
Perfect.
not. But that's the only drawback right now, and they're getting ready to swap that out, but everything's going well. We met with quite a few families in the last 5 or 6 weeks at the new office building, and it works out very well. So
Good.
I appreciate everything, and we'll have an open house when we get everything up and running. We'll be good. So thank you very much.
Perfect. And I know from working the last few days and the last 7 days, you've been fairly busy, so keep up the good work. I hate to admit that, but you've been busy, so,
Yeah, you can have my phones for a while.
yeah. All righty. County Engineer, Greg Custer.
Yeah, everything's in the minutes typically, but I guess one, to put a bow on it, the $1 million of ARPA money for the township drainage projects, we expended the final dollar out of that the last couple weeks. It was just a few $1,000s straggling along, but that was an excellent program. I want to thank the board and the Road and Bridge Committee. That went a long way to help the townships. There's 3 things to a good road. They say drainage, drainage, and drainage. So that was a very good source of that, and that really helped out the township. So thank you for that.
Good. All right, Greg, thank you. Okay, I don't see Molly or Kelly. And Phil, Angie. Good, all righty. Okay, we'll move on to our board and committee reports. Dave Campbell?
Well, due to the government shutdown, we still don't have a revolving loan fund grant, so we don't know where that stands. USDA has no idea. So we're just wait and see.
Okay. Norbert?
Well, of course, we've laid over the budget for examination, and the county is proposing to spend $31 million. And I think that, you know, the public needs to be aware of the fact that it's on the website, and they can make comments.
Hey, Doug? Chris?
Nothing to report.
Jeremy?
From transportation side, all the final engineering stuff has been sent to the state of Illinois for approval for our maintenance facility, so hopefully we'll hear back from that in the next few months or so. Get groundbreaking set.
Okay. Mike Buzzard?
Nothing.
Okay. Sandy?
Nothing.
And Tim? Okay, sounds good. I just have a couple things. Number one, personal note, I want to thank Deb, Angie, Pam, and all our elected officials and those that responded as expeditiously as they could for all the budget requests that Angie put in to you, prodding you along in this process. We are light at the end of the tunnel. I especially appreciate Deb's patience with us in the process, and Angie for obviously carrying the majority of the weight out of the board office, because she is here every day and pushing that along. So just wanted to give a personal thank you to everyone being responsive to the needs of the board office to get that budget together and get it to the public for a layover. So I wanted to say that, and then I have several, and it's a good thing because we have a lot of successful sports teams in the area, so I just want to shout out a few, and most of them are either state qualifier or above, so I'll just start with the T-Town Junior High Boys Baseball qualified for state and played there. The T-Town Boys High School, congratulations on their state championship. In golf, on the junior high cross country, I know Diedrich and St. Anthony went and qualified at state, so congratulations to them. St. Anthony golf, I think, placed 7th in both boys and girls at state. I think that's the last one. Does anybody else have any from their respective areas that they want to give a shout out to? I had several written down there, so I don't want to miss anybody. If I did, I'm sorry, but I like to make sure we're recognizing our young folks and their successes. So just want to give a shout out to them. Any public comment from the audience? All right, perfect. Hearing none, I don't see a closed session request. If there's not any from the board, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Okay, got one from Chris Keller. Do I have a second? Second from Mike Buzzard. Any final discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. We're adjourned. Thank you.